Closed captioning for Valley Spotlight is provided by Homeplate Media.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome, burgers for breakfast, everybody.
Who doesn't like a burger for breakfast?
I would agree.
I know.
You don't even need to throw the egg on it.
Exactly.
Hi, Nate.
How are you?
Hi,
Nate's here.
Michael.
Hi. Weston, Maine, this Sunday morning on Valley Spotlight.
Beets for you,
Right.
burgers for me.
You
I
know,
like it, yeah.
the way to my heart.
Right?
Right, yeah. Those dirt-tasting beets, huh?
Earthy. They're earthy.
Earthy is the word,
Right.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'll just enjoy these
That's
beets.
right. So there's a little apricot puree in there as well.
There is.
That'll sweeten it up. The goat cheese
I like the
has
goat cheese.
blood orange zest, a nice bright taste, and then the
It's a superfood.
the greens. It is a superfood. Super delicious.
Go ahead. I'll
They're
be
good
out
for
I
you.
was going to
You know?
say,
Go ahead.
this is a wonderful, enlightening conversation, guys. But also, welcome to Weston, Maine. And Nate,
Looks a little different.
this is so different
Thank you.
for us in here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys have been under some construction.
Yeah, it took a little longer than it always does. but
Right.
Yeah.
The way of it.
So we did a little bit of painting, a little bit of classing up, a little bit of bathroom work, a little bit of kitchen cleaning, some deep cleaning, sharpen the knives, that kind of thing.
The knives
great.
look fantastic.
They do.
Big
They do.
fans of the knives. They look really
Well,
good.
we sharpen the bigger ones are in the back.
The real ones. Ones that cut the
No,
beets.
but the atmosphere and the vibe in downtown Warren and the dining scene, you guys are really doing amazing things that even if you don't like beets, you might like beets after
I'd
you
eat
come
this.
and
I'd eat
give this a shot, right? And that's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Right?
It's about trying something new. Yeah, that's why our menu rotates quite a lot. Lots of different stuff. We try to incorporate a lot of local as much as we can. That's where this new burger comes into play.
Talk about that.
All
That is
right.
Wagyu beef
Uh-huh.
from Champion, Ohio. So their farm's actually in
Kearney Ranch.
Southington. Yeah, the Kearney Ranch.
They've been on the show.
We know them.
Yes, you have.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
We know them.
Yeah, I've been reaching out to them for about 6 months now, collaborating on when we would reopen and what we could do together. So the burger will be the first thing that we do, as well as some steaks as specials. They're going to cut out some of the harder to get to muscles that and the steaks that butchers know more about than most people. Wagyu beef can be intimidating when you think of a ribeye and the high dollar cost for that. So we're going to look at some of those other muscles that give better flavor with more value.
You can taste the difference, you say.
Absolutely, you can
Yeah.
taste the difference.
This
Yeah.
is not stadium mustard.
That's not stadium mustard.
As Michael.
That's a
Thought it was.
black garlic
Thought.
aioli. And black garlic is a fermented product. It's fermented black garlic, and it kind of gives a lot of umami and almost like a soy sauce kind of background to it. Just a couple of pickles and some good beef. So that's all that burger
Are you
needs.
kidding me?
How about the soup?
Soup is new to our menu. That is a butternut squash soup, roasted butternut squash, some apples, some apple cider, typical mirepoix, some warm winter spices. Finish it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese raft on top, just for those greens, for the weeds that we
Right.
put on the top.
Right.
Just
Some
just
would
to
say,
sit. Yeah,
weeds. But not me. I call them greens, fresh greens.
fresh greens,
Yeah,
absolutely.
micro greens.
That's
or
okay.
something. This is wonderful.
it all the
soup.
time.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Really good.
All
So-
right.
All right, you're going for that.
The moment of truth. Is that okay?
Go for it.
Oh
yeah.
no, because then wait a minute. I'm gonna.
I'll
you
eat a
guys,
French fry.
you have a French fry, and then I'm gonna eat this while our first story plays. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
introduce the
this
story.
is a big deal.
Before you
Thank
eat.
you
Good
to our
part.
friends from Steelite. Do you know them?
I do.
Do you know them?
I think I've met John once or twice.
Okay. Oh, well, John has friends that are all over the world, you guys. And when he brings his friends here, that's when Lauren says, hey, can I come hang out? Not really, but when I get the invite,
need an interview.
I'm coming. And this is why. When Asma Khan and Maham Anjum walked into the Youngstown Steelite Experience Center and showroom, you could sense a homecoming of sorts.
I had not expected it to be this big. I mean, I think that this town should be called Steelite because it's such a major part of the town that I've seen. And the building is beautiful. It kind of feels very iconic, but also feels very rooted, connected to this town.
If Asma's calming voice and disposition seems familiar to you, maybe that's because you caught a glimpse of her and her London-based restaurant on the Netflix series called Chef's Table.
And it was something that was very important for me because they agreed from the very beginning I wasn't going to be scripted. I wanted to tell the story the way it made sense to me. I wanted to talk about the women. And they told me not a single chef before me, and actually after me, has shown their team. They said, it's a very short episode. Do you want to show your team, or do you want to just focus on your story?
The show dives deep into the rich history of Asma's culture and women's role in the kitchen. Time magazine's list of most influential people included her in 2024.
What is my story? I stand on the shoulders of giants. And this was why, I could say what I wanted. I could talk about non-food things, but I could talk about justice and equality. I could talk about the position of girls in India, how tough it is to be a second-born daughter.
Asma's team includes the very same women who helped her with her very first pop-up dinners. And when it came time to go from pop-up to sit down, well, there were a few more details to consider.
My dream has always been to have plates with logos on it, because I went to all these fancy clubs in India, which is still very colonial, with a crest or a logo. And he told me that he named some frightening number and said, we only do logos because it has to be a certain thing, which makes sense. And somehow or the other, even though Stoke was closed for 2 weeks, they got the plates, the little stamps done by someone else, and the plates arrived before I opened. And I wept and cried so much because we set out the table. We set out the table the night before. I could not believe it. It had the Darjeeling Express sign. It was our flag of victory. It told us we were equal, that our name mattered, that we all mattered.
Maham Anjum, a London-based ceramics designer, created those very first plates. The two friends connected over upcoming hospitality trends just recently.
There's so many things we have in common, of course. We have this love for food. She is very, very interested in pottery, especially pottery that is from South Asia, from that part of the world, and how we can bring that onto the table in London. And that's something that excites me too. It could be shapes, it could be techniques. How do you make something which is low-fired but make it work in a restaurant context?
And finding what works in the restaurant context while upholding the traditions that give every recipe value is why Steelite invites the world to learn and grow together. No boundaries or borders, and always the perfect shade of blue.
I will never forget. I will never forget. And what it took for the company to step up and help me. And there have been other people who've helped me along the way. Every success that I have, I pray for them because I'm grateful. I know that I would not have made it if it had not been for them. Because even a plate on the table, especially when you're a restaurant, makes a huge difference. If you didn't have that plate, you could not afford that. You were serving things and things that didn't make you proud. I was so excited. It was the blue of my ancestors, and I was serving the food in there. It was the best thing possible. That's when you know you can't lose, because the confidence then radiates out.
For a good burger?
First of all, the burger, amazing, and the story.
Good story, for sure.
Incredible. I did have the burger. It's wow.
Well, thank you.
It's wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. And Gabby in the back.
Gabby in the back, yeah, she's been holding down the kitchen for us for almost 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for her. All right, break time. And you have something on the sheet probably that tells us what's coming up next. I don't know, but we could just keep it a surprise if you want to keep chewing. You want to do that? Okay, we'll take a break and be right back with more Valley Spotlight.
Slow internet was such a trigger for me. But with ultra-fast Brightspeed fiber internet, look at all this speed.
ultra-fast, bright-speed fiber internet. Switch to the bright side.
ESPN Mahoning Valley 94.7 FM and 1330 AM. Sports, talk, music, and more for the Valley.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In the Mahoning Valley, I work with Kelly Warren. She guarantees to sell your home at a price and a deadline you agree to, or she'll buy it. She can also give you an instant cash offer. Go to kellysoldit.com and find out how Kelly and her team can start working for you.
I don't know about you, but mine's bigger.
I think might be right, but mine's tastier.
I don't think so.
I win. Look at this.
Yep.
All right, we're back on Valley Spotlight, enjoying breakfast.
I have never seen you eat more soup.
I love that soup.
And-
Get the butternut squash soup. Just get it. Believe me, it's
Ever.
worth it.
Also get the burger.
Okay, we have a new segment that's coming up. And this is kind of Ron's idea. He's been pitching it forever.
We have been talking about doing this kind of cooking.
Nobody wanted to do it.
No.
Finally, we found somebody to want to do
No, right. We needed to make sure that we had all the partners in place.
it. Cooking
And
for a family
Cooking for a family.
at a small price.
Yes. And in a place that screams family.
Like a cabin, perhaps.
Who has one of those?
All right. So it's going to be called, so far it's called...
QuickCook.
All right, here you go.
And here's why. Oh my goodness. Well, we are always really proud of our firsts on Valley Spotlight. And here's a first for us. Welcome to the cabin. This is where Fred and Lauren spend a lot of their time taking care of an Airbnb. You have met our friends from Grocery Outlet before, all right? You have met our friends from Cockeye Barbecue before. This is when Lauren leaves, and we just leave the kitchen right here, and we let magic unfold. You guys, it's such a big day. Congratulations on finally being in the same room. Wow. Yep. A room that I'm happy to host you guys in.
Well, thank you.
All right. Erik, for a very long time, you have had passion about something that these people are now able to literally bring to the table. All right, take me through it, and Stacey, you can interject.
You got it.
If he's missing any of these points,
I'm your
right?
girl. Yep. No worries.
All right.
Well, I love to cook, and I love to have people that are fed, okay, fully fed, and
Not like that. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, and what you need to do that, you need three things to do that. You need someone that has some skill. That's debatable with me. I think I have some. I can boil water, but I have some skill. What you need is a place to do it. In order to cook or assemble, you need a place to do it, which we have here. And you also need a store where one can go and acquire amazing ingredients. And so for this one, I couldn't be more excited to be able to be paired up with people that have a store that you can
Eric
go.
and Sarah meet Eric and Stacey. They couldn't get any more confusing with the E and S.
I think that just simplifies things. Honestly, I think that makes it easy.
Well,
So, yeah.
the icing on the cake, or the cupcake, if you will, is the fact that their locations are built around value. And providing extreme value, which is right in my sweet spot. I love that.
Did you write that for me exactly on cue? We have not rehearsed this at all. All right.
So here's the thing. What no one knows about my husband is that he has this uncanny ability to just make food appear. And he can take a few ingredients. Somehow or another, it goes through this weird chop thing in his brain. And then it comes out the other side, enough to feed like 25 people. It's crazy. And then there's usually leftovers. So we're really, really excited because at Grocery Outlet, we think we can do all of this for $25 or less.
$25 or less.
Yeah.
Erik, Sarah, you guys have been on our show a couple of times. Ron and I like a good deal. when we found out that there was a possibility that you might want to do this with us and some of our friends, we were like, really? Take me through what the response has been when you guys have seen what the Valley is capable of when it comes to food and when it comes to family, right? Because that's what it's about for you guys.
Well, we did this to start because of the ability for us to offer great food at a value. When people are struggling to afford groceries, and we can afford, we can offer them groceries, as you said, under $25. And then when Lauren approached us to work with you, we answered in like 5 minutes.
Well,
I think it's a good time.
Here's what I want your audience to do for us. So I want them to go on your Facebook page, which I'm told has quite a few thousand followers, and put a comment, because you're going to post this somewhere. I'm sure.
We're going to post it on our Facebook page. And
I'm looking for some inspiration of what the Valley and surrounding areas would like to see me whip up. And a challenge, like I want a real challenge.
This is a challenge.
It's no challenge. I get to write the recipe.
That's a great idea.
And what we want is engagement. We want people to you know what? I'm gonna need people to go into the stores and tell me what cool ingredients are in the store for me to use. Something that they don't know what that is, and maybe I can cook something with it.
Right.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That's cool.
Like those noodles. Ramen. Everyone likes ramen noodles.
You got it.
Pasta. Our pasta is 99 cents.
And I heard it's from Italy.
Yep.
True or false?
True. So is the pasta sauce.
Listen.
Do you feel? I'm just going to get out of here. I'm just going to half.
I think the pasta is a good idea.
Excited.
And I think probably some, if you haven't, the grocery outlet and the bargains that are available to you it's unbelievable, truly, because you can come out of there for 40% of what you would have paid somewhere else. It truly, you walk out the door and even on the receipt at the bottom, it tells you how much you saved, which, listen, yes, for me, I'm all about it. I put that right in my purse and I think that I won the lottery. So
actually,
I love it.
We get to ring the bell when it happens there, and that's my favorite part.
It says at the bottom.
We get to ring the bell. And when I decided that maybe we should get all these people together and talk, I thought, I'm going to go to grocery outlet, and for $25, I'm going to educate.
Yeah, we had snacks. Yep. These are our snacks. Yeah.
So
Lauren style snacks include crunchy thing, savory thing, sweet thing, champagne.
And mineral water.
And sparkling water.
And this is from Italy too, right?
And the candle. We got the candle, so it smells yummy.
In the budget.
Yeah.
As well as doubled up on the recipe.
And we were under $25.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Cheers.
Cheers to our new things.
To E&S.
Cheers.
Grocery outlet and to the E&S. Right on. Cheers.
You guys, to the Erics and the Sarahs and the Stacys of the world. Cheers to you guys.
He wants to be in here too.
And Wyatt.
And the Wyatt.
And Wyatt and Sabina's and Ron and Mark and everyone who makes all this possible. So
it'll be fun.
We're excited.
Excited.
Yay.
Cheers, guys.
So cheers, Why?
Oh, and Michael, you're coming too. Don't worry, I forget about you. It's just a little bit short notice. Have a wonderful day, Sarah. Thank you.
Your eyes are two of the most important parts of your body, so it's best to take care of them. Optical Solutions in the Austintown Plaza offers comprehensive eye exams, medical eye care, LASIK and cataract evaluation, and more. Contact lenses in all types, plus eyewear from budget to designer frames. Optical Solutions is your complete eye care destination. Covered by most insurance carriers, contact Optical Solutions today to make your appointment. 330-797-8780.
Some roasted corn, some scallions.
Okay.
We're gonna hit it with, well, that could have been a little bit too much scallion, but that's okay. A pinch of salt, a pinch of...
Valley News and Valley People. Restaurants, concerts, things to see. Family fun, computer classes, outdoor hikes, and history. Winter sports or hibernation. Shoot some hoops or fry some bacon. It's all online, just look and see. Metro Monthly, just for me.
All right, back here on Valley Spotlight as we move along.
So many fun things coming.
I know, but one thing leaving.
I know.
Right down the street here.
It's killing me when I drive past it because you know me, I'm like, hold on.
Oh, I want to go in and get some deals.
I know.
Yeah.
But I also want to like go in there and save it.
Howard's Clothing Store. They're in their final days and they're looking forward to retirement. So kind of a look back and then a look to the future for that fun family.
If there's a funeral, people come in for suits and shirts and pants. If there's a wedding, they come in for clothing. If there's proms, they come in for clothing. So it's a little bit of everything. That's not easy to do.
It's not easy, but somehow Howard's Clothing Store in downtown Warren made it look easy for decades.
Well, this retail business has been in my family since I was 3 years old. So I grew up in this business. I've seen generations grow up, move away, sometimes come back, and we know everyone by first name. It has been very family feeling. I will miss it.
Jean and her husband, Richard Lawnhurst, and their top employee, Jamie Hudson, are saying goodbye to the clothing business. It's been a long and successful run, to say the least.
I am the owner of Howard's Clothes, Warren, Ohio, and we have been in this location since 1963. I have been the owner of this store since 1976, when I bought it from my wife's father, who was Howard. And then in 1976, my wife's dad had a series of heart attacks, and he said, "Do you want to buy this one too?" And we said yes, and we have been running this one since 1976. The Conneaut stores were sold off in the early 80s. So we've run one store for approximately 45 years.
Decades of different styles, crazy stories like the time Richard and Jean traded a new suit to a policeman for a pinball machine in return, and most importantly, decades of top-of-the-line service.
So closing the store was not easy to do as far as the emotional aspect of us serving the community and Northeast Ohio with a store that provides tremendous service in the clothing business. So our problem was we were all getting older, and the age window was closing on all of us, and we're not going to be as capable as we have in the past.
But selfishly, the customers were hoping for a little more time and more fashion from Howard's.
99 out of 100 came in and said, "We're going to miss you, don't close." And they said, "You are a very important part of the community here." And like I said before, not only are we an important part of the community here, but from Cleveland to Pittsburgh, there are no stores of this size that cater to men the way we do and provide the service. So it was a very nice response from the community, quite frankly. And it made me think, gee, I wish I wasn't getting old. I'd like to stay here forever, but I know I can't.
Lucky for us, we still have a little time. Meanwhile, the Lawnhursts love the direction downtown Warren is headed, and they promise the building will have a reputable business to replace it. But no matter who moves in, there will be a vacancy in the fabric of this city.
We've been thinking about it for the last 6 months or so, and finally came up to talking about it with everyone, including my family. They all said, this is the time to do it. For the first time in my life, I don't have to be somewhere at 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it'll be nice. I have family in Chicago and Denver, and we plan on taking it easy and visiting with them. I really have traveled all over the world with my wife in the past 40 or 50 years. So traveling to Australia or New Zealand is not, or China is not on my list, as we've done that. So now I think it's more time to spend with family and get up in the morning and say, okay, where do you want to go today? I think that'd be great. There's nothing I would rather do than go to an airport and say, I want to go there, and point and go there.
It's funny, people think he's Howard,
Right, but that's
but he bought it from Howard. Yeah.
Howard.
So congratulations, and first on all your success, and then the fact that you get to do what you want to do.
Go and do and be.
Right.
Speaking of going and doing and being and feeling good, Howard's might be leaving, but we're saying welcome to the small district. And I'm going to go to the small district, and when I leave, Michael, I'm going to look like $1 million.
Even better than this?
Yeah, yes, way better than that. This is makeup in the car.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's one of those places that took vision.
A lot is, oh my God, this is so cute. This is the best idea. How'd you come up with this idea?
It's the place to be, or maybe it's the place everyone should want to be.
I mean, it's honestly the ultimate girls' day. You can get your hair done, you can get your nails done, you can get your lashes done, you can get your eyebrows waxed, and you can shop all at the same time.
Say what? Now we're talking, right? A one-stop feel-good, look-good, support-good shop just opened its doors, and no matter the weather, it's clear the sun has been with Angel Williams for many seasons before the small district became a big destination. She started with an online store, 6 months later her first shop, and now 2 years later...
I run off vibes, so when I was looking for my place in Portland, I walked in and I was like, this is literally perfect. And then, so when I came here and looked at this space, I just knew this was it. Like, it was perfect. Being on East Market, having the exposure of all the cars driving by, just being downtown, being in the busy environment. So that's kind of really what pulled me right in.
But don't let Angel put on a brave, gorgeous face. This place, this gorgeous umbrella of all that makes anyone feel, well, better, didn't come easy.
I kind of had this dream of being this kind of warehouse of fun, and I was here from 7 a.m. to midnight, sometimes not even eating the full day, exhausted, barely being able to move.
And if Angel couldn't move, well, it's evident. Despite the word small being part of the name in this place, it's anything but small. If anything, it's big for anyone who walks in the door.
But we did it. I had, the girls would come in and help, so we all just kind of helped each other and worked really hard, and it kind of just bloomed into this.
And 'tis the season for love, right? Well, you'll love this. And even if you missed this one, there are more in the works right here in Warren, Ohio.
So we have a Galentine's Day vendor event on February 6th right here from 5 to 9. We have about 18 vendors coming in and setting up their tables and selling their items. We have Botox and filler coming in. We have a tattoo artist coming in to do fine line tattoos. We have a flower bar that will be here doing, you can make your own bouquet. So even husbands could stop by, make their wives a bouquet of flowers, take them home to them. And you can just come in and shop. We're gonna have refreshments and just a good ladies' night.
And even if that's not the night you make your big trip to the small district, it's okay. The space, the people, the services are here to support you on Market Street in Warren.
I've always been a big believer and a big supporter of supporting other women in business, because it is hard being a mom and a wife and taking care of your kids and running a business. And if you just have this big group of women who support each other in one location, that's to me, that's like the best thing on the planet. I love helping other women, people, small businesses in general.
The small district.
And women in business. I don't know if you noticed a theme, Michael, but...
I know some women in business.
Yeah, you do. You do. Let's take a time out.
Okay.
Because this woman is going to keep eating this burger.
Then you'll see another woman in business after this break. Safety is our top priority at Barina's Automotive Center when we're taking care of your vehicle. We invest in the latest equipment to service the newest makes and models and keep our team's education up to date on the latest skills and techniques. At Barina's, we provide a free digital vehicle safety inspection so you can actually see what we see and understand our recommendations. Barina's Automotive Center on Robbins Avenue in Niles. Call 330-652-AUTO today and get your car back on the road safe and sound.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
I used to blame spotty Wi-Fi for my trolling, but now with Brightspeed Fiber Internet, I have reliable Wi-Fi in all my favorite places. Oh, soulmates!
Ultra-reliable Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Switch to the bright side.
All right, back here on Valley Spotlight, as we get going, I'm going to have a pickle.
Did you just like take it
I
all?
pilfered the pickle.
And then okay.
Right. Put it over here with my beets. Are you ready for Home Advantage?
I am. I'm always ready for Home Advantage.
Yeah, this needs no introduction.
Nope, doesn't.
So here it is.
This is the most beautiful January day I've ever experienced in my life, Kelly.
I know, we have to get outside on a beautiful day in January just because you can. We got to see beautiful houses.
I know, beautiful houses is the name of the game. And even if you're seeing this, maybe it's already cold because, you know, Ohio winters, Western Pennsylvania winters, they change on a dime. Kind of like the real estate market, which is why we're out here talking about this beautiful thing and location, because if you're in a good location, that means people are going to want it.
It's so true, because your dream house 2 hours away from where you want to live doesn't work.
No,
for
it doesn't
you,
work.
You
It doesn't
know?
work, and this is where
so yes, so the location is so important in a cute neighborhood like this, but like minutes from the freeway, minutes from schools, minutes from dining and shopping and everything else. Like, this is a dream come true.
And right here on a very cute little cul-de-sac in Boardman. If you're wondering where we are, Cal, give them the address
We're
real
at
quick.
7526 Huntington Drive in Boardman.
When people are doing their Google searches and they're doing their kellysoldit.com and they're looking at it, when you tell people to look at the surrounding areas, how big of that is a decision maker for people? Are they really doing it because they want to stay at the same grocery store? Or people, you know, like how much is your radius around that actual property? Are people looking at it?
It seems a little bigger than your same grocery store. It seems like usually either around schools or work or family. So, you know, if your kids go to Boardman schools and you want to stay in Boardman schools, then anywhere in Boardman is your radius, you know. If you're looking for, I want less than a 30-minute commute to my job, then anywhere in that 30-minute radius to your job. Or a lot of times people move for family. So if you need to be close to a babysitter or close to an aging parent or close to your kids because you are now the babysitter, like, you know, then you're looking in maybe the next town or two over, but you don't want to be too far that it's not convenient.
No.
So we're looking for convenience, as we are in everything in life. That's what location really is about convenience.
And there's a reason why I asked that kind of silly question. The neighborhood that we're standing in, I used to live in, and I thought that this neighborhood was so thoughtful about exactly that because we have condos.
Yes.
We have small, single-family, gorgeous homes, and then as you continue through this neighborhood, they get bigger, they get better.
It's really kind of the phases of
mean?
life here all in this development, yes.
And like that is why this one, when she told me where it was, I was like, that is a good spot. Do you get excited when you see stuff?
I do. You know, a pretty home, a great floor plan, a great neighborhood. It's a no-brainer, you know.
Chances are by the time that you're watching this beautiful Home Advantage, it might be sold and there might be 1 foot of snow on the ground, but don't worry. Kelly,
today the sun is shining.
Today the sun is shining. And I found this in the parking lot. I get all these compliments.
Oh, look at you.
Anyway, kellysoldit.com. Thank you, Cal.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So much.
Did you see us outside?
It's not really the weather to be outside.
It's like negative 20 degrees today.
I know. And every day.
Right?
It seems like
it is. It
as
is.
a matter
That's
of
why
fact.
we really wanted to be outside that day with Kelly Warren.
Are you up for a warm cup of coffee?
I have been looking forward to this place opening for months.
Well, they have too. They said it took a year to get ready.
Right? And congratulations to Matt and Stacy McGregor and the entire team over there. This is what's bright about Warren, Michael.
Right. It's called the Wired Rooster.
It was just an empty, we opened Urban Tap and this was just an empty like storage room that we just wanted to make something nice out of it. And who doesn't love coffee? So
That's certainly some sound logic by Stacy McGregor and her husband. An empty space that quickly became cluttered and unsightly.
it was just a storage spot for Urban Tap, and a lot of just random stuff kept coming in here. And it was like an eyesore for anybody walking by. They would look in the windows and it would just kind of be like a junk collector. So we wanted to make it something more appealing, maybe something that would bring some money in. And so we've been back and forth, and we thought a coffee shop might be the best idea.
So far, they're right. The Wired Rooster was born, and people are crowing about it.
Well, they love the taste of the coffee, for one, and they just love the vibe, and it's like on their way to work, so it's convenient, and I just kind of wanted the area to have a nice vibe to it. Urban Tap's got a nice vibe, so I kind of wanted us to have a really good vibe, but a different vibe. And this is what we came up with. I did all the designing myself.
But here in the Valley, a nice vibe only goes so far. You better have the taste to back it up. Wired Rooster has breakfast foods, some sweet treats, and even these energy balls for a quick pick-me-up.
Energy balls, they're really good. They're just like little 1-inch balls with like oats and peanut butter and chocolate chips and chai seeds. It's just a little bundle of joy.
And it's not just coffee to wash it down.
What we do love, we have a strawberry vanilla matcha latte that is super good. You can get it iced and cold. We just started a Biscoff cookie latte or a frap. You can get that in a frappuccino. And a toasted marshmallow one also that we actually toast the marshmallows on the top before we hand it to you. People seem to really enjoy that.
With Stacy designing the logo and Cameron designing the merchandise, this group has put its heart and soul into making a great place that continues the momentum of downtown Warren.
We opened right before Christmas, and the reception's been really good so far. A lot of people, we already have a lot of repeat customers, regulars in only 2 weeks. I'm getting really good reception on the merchandise and on the flavor of the coffee, so it's been really good.
Scan the on-screen QR code to see if Brightspeed is available in your area. Okay.
Protein balls.
Protein, energy balls, and all fancy schmancy lattes. That's my kind of place.
Delicious lattes, beautiful stuff.
Yeah. All right, when we come back, there are some myths about cold weather and your car. So, this is a good one. I think you're going to learn a little something. Yes, you're going to agree.
It's a good thing that I can't talk because I have lots of questions.
Okay, we'll have to answer those after this.
Hi guys, Eric and Sarah from Grocery Outlet. Grocery Outlet is the extreme value grocery store. Our prices are 40 to 70% off other grocery stores on name brands. We're all about healthy. We have tons of organic powders and snacks, but we also have our own brand called Simply Go. So for example, we have mixed nuts, our brand. We have our own brand of sugar, our own brand of flour, our spaghetti sauces, our pasta is made in Italy and it's our brand at 99 cents for pasta.
Frozen pizzas.
Frozen pizzas. So we have a wide variety of groceries, but we're more than that. We also have
fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
Fresh
we
produce.
have fresh produce. We have Valentine's stuffed and bears. So we have everything you need here at Grocery Outlet. So come and check us out.
Grocery Outlet. You'll save on groceries like never before in Austintown, Boardman, and Newcastle.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Chicken parm tonight.
Valley's favorite.
Hey, mine's authentic. Mine's cheesier.
Mine's famous.
Yeah.
We're chicken parm and so much more.
All right, we're back here on Valley Spotlight, getting ready to cut one more segment. And I had these 3 questions. You know how my mind works.
Right.
I have all these questions about cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how when as soon as you get out of the garage, like all of a sudden you need air in your tires and you're like, oh my gosh.
It says it.
It's going off like crazy and you're nervous and you think, I don't know how to do it. We're going to answer that.
Okay.
We're going to talk about leaving your car running while you're getting gas. Some people do. I was told to never do it. But boy, if I'm in somebody's car and they're doing it, I really feel great because it's nice and warm.
Right.
And then, what's the other one? I forgot.
Well, starting your car running.
Oh, yeah.
Starting the
Should you
car.
warm your car up? I've heard that's not a good idea. So we thought we'd talk to John of Barina's Automotive and find out the answer to these questions.
I have a feeling you're going to be smiling after you hear all of these great tips.
Right.
Also, did you notice I got my teeth cleaned?
She looks great. Another reason to smile. Everybody and their mom starts their car and lets it warm up.
Right.
And some do it remotely. But
Yeah.
I read somewhere where that is not a good thing for the car. True or false, and how do you shake out on it?
Yeah, that's a tough one there because, with remote starts, I mean, whether it's in the wintertime or even the summertime to cool it off, it's a comfort feature, which I get that. The problem is that when you do remote start your car and it's running for, let's say 10 minutes, an average of 10 minutes, what happens is you get a lot of fuel in the engine that can't be burnt quick enough, and it causes a lot of carbon buildup. And so what happens is our number one drivability issues that we have in today's cars is carbon buildup. And it's fuel quality, and it doesn't matter where you get your fuel at. But that's going to be your biggest downfall with letting that car run. Fuel mileage is going to decrease, but which we all know that because the vehicle is not moving, so your fuel mileage is going to go down. If that vehicle is remote started and it runs for 10 minutes and you drive it 2 miles away, that's not good.
Question 2, you come out of the garage, you get all the alerts on your car go off because your tire pressure is going down.
That's true.
Should I immediately go to the gas station and fill it back up, or just let it go thinking it might bounce back up on its own?
No. Most cars are going to have a graph where it's going to show you what tire, how much air is in the tires. I mean, unless it's reading 5 pounds or 10 pounds, that's one thing. If a vehicle is if they want it to be at 36 PSIs, and you're down to, let's say, 30, the light's gonna go on, okay? But it's nothing to worry about. It's not gonna affect, driving. But have your pressures checked, frequently in the wintertime. And the reason why is when it's cold out, regular air, except for nitrogen, contracts. And that's why you get that's why you get lower pressures in the wintertime.
When I put it back in the garage, does it fill back up again or expand?
If it heats up, it will. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Question 3. This happened to me today. I forgot to turn the motor off when I was getting gas, and I never do that because my dad said always turn it off. But I've sat with plenty of people while they were getting gas and they leave it on and we stay warm. What should we do?
They always say it's a safety, hazard to fill while you're with the engine running, and because vapors ignite, liquid doesn't. So if you're filling your vehicle up, they say, because you have a lot of with electronics, with ignition, secondary ignition, primary ignition, whatever it is, could ignite the fumes. I don't know how true that is. I've never seen it happen. The second reason is because when the vehicle's running and you have the gas cap off, or if you have a capless system and you're filling it, it could trigger check engine light because of the evap system.
Last question. This is your chance to give your phone number in case somebody's having problems with their car.
Phone number is 330-652-2886.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Mike, thank you.
Thank you, John. So calm down, I guess, is the message on that. Everything's going to be fine. Do what you want to do. You're not going to rip your car's not going to blow up, for heaven's sakes.
My gosh, Dr. Verbanik, that one was for you.
Yeah.
He's always,
He probably doesn't want me to say this, but John also warms up his car before he gets in it.
Does he?
Yeah, it's okay.
That's all right.
All right, what's next?
Hey, speaking of keeping people warm, we have a group of wonderful business owners right here in downtown Warren that are banding together with some help from our friends from Mahoning County when it comes to keeping our eyes and ears and hearts open for the Salvation Army.
Ooh, let's find out more.
It's not the season of giving, it's not the season of warmth, and it's not the season of fireworks either.
Just because the holidays are done does not mean this ends. So we really want to help people through the restaurants, through the AMP. We want to do whatever it takes to help people because it is a great community.
Right now, it's the season of, well, it kind of starts with an S, but maybe not the one that you're thinking of. This S, well, it's bigger than you realize. Of course, the S for Sunrise Inn.
I've been in Warren, Ohio my whole life, and it's just wonderful.
And the S for Salvation Army.
You know my background in radio, but you probably don't know that I've always been involved with Salvation Army, no matter what community I've been involved in. Because they're the church, if you will, that gets involved with the people on the streets. They're there with the people who are hurting and you don't know what's happening. They do. And I always thought I can sit on a church pew or I can get out there and feed people. I can get out there and help people, and that's what they're all about. So if I can help them grow, introduce them to people in the community and get them to get more dollars, that's what it's all about.
Captain John Esker is still fairly new to our area.
Me and my wife, Kate, are the ones who are responsible for oversight of it.
How long you been here?
About a year and a half.
Not long.
Yeah, no, we haven't been here long.
John still might be fairly new, but the needs, well, those are constant. And the programs offered by the Salvation Army are the ones that bring light to the places that can feel incredibly dark.
People who are gracious in their giving and supporting and meeting those needs of the most vulnerable that we have here. And they're all ages. We've got our seniors who don't have family ever visit them. We can be the family to visit them, and we often do. We have our young people who are struggling in school. They are having a difficult time trying to find their place in the world. We have programs down here that are trying to help them kind of integrate into that and find their place. We've got a revolving door here of our emergency food pantry, every single day, Monday through Friday. We have a pretty significant homeless population here as well. And we're feeding them every single day and trying to get them connected to the resources and places so they can get off the streets, get the help that they need, and find shelter. We want to find the connections to be able to get them to those places. And a lot of times we're kind of lacking in the resource department to be able to make that happen.
And in order to make that happen, John is calling on an army of support, the kind that comes even with the Midas touch.
I love the organization. I love what they do for people. I love that they have so many different things to do for people, to help people. And it's always just been a passion.
Over 20 years ago, Paul and his kids began the local Midas Auto Service push for toys over the holiday season.
Oh boy. So 22 years ago, me and my kids started collecting toys at the mall for like Akron Children's and everybody else. And one year we collected so many toys, we had to find another place to put them out. So I got with a lady at the Salvation Army in Mahoning County, and she said, I'll take them all. And she started explaining and telling me everything that they do, and I've been hooked ever since.
The captain of the Mahoning County Army of Toys has made his way to Warren to help get that message across.
I'm excited to come into Trumbull County. I'm excited to join in with the Salvation Army. I think we can make such a big difference in Trumbull County to help people.
Soon you'll start to see simply stated messages at local businesses with a QR code that makes giving to the Salvation Army easier in times that can be hard. And that simple act of giving can go a very long way.
Oh, it makes me feel great. Can't wait. I mean, this is going to be a special year. I'm so excited to get involved with Ken Haydaris and with you. And Paul Gay, as you know, from Midas, has been championing this for a long time. So to watch them and those organizations come together and then more businesses come together, it's going to explode in 2026.
It's just my hopes and prayers that people see the message, that they recognize the need. There's a lot of people that are really hurting. And the economy has been kind of rocky, you know, it always is. But where we help one person, another person falls down. We got to help those people up too. Need knows no season. You know, we don't just run a course and check off all the boxes. You know, there's somebody new all the time. There's a new child who has a need. There's a new senior citizen who just recently lost their support that they need. You know, there's always ways that we can find roads to help them. Yeah.
Oh, that's important. Important items right there.
Right?
Okay.
And also, when you see the QR code at some of our area restaurants, that's just the best way to give.
Gotcha.
Right? A couple dollars here and there.
If you don't know how to use one, ask somebody, they'll teach you. I'll help. Yes. Okay.
Mike will be on speed dial to help you with your QR code questions.
We get a lot of requests to promote things that are coming up, but sometimes you can't get to all of them. But here's a good way: if you just list them, then you can pay attention and see some of the things, and maybe something will resonate.
And our partnership and our relationship with Mark and Metro Monthly has just been one of those ones that we're so grateful for. So here is what's coming up in the Valley.
On Friday, February 13th, Trumbull Art Gallery will offer Valentine Date Night Couples Painting. Paint a keepsake canvas with your sweetheart during this first ever Valentine's event. Visit TrumbullartGallery.com or call 330-395-4876 for more information. Country singer-songwriter Brett Young and special guest Jenna Davis play Packard Music Hall on Saturday, February 14th. The concert begins at 7:30 p.m. Visit PackardMusicHall.com for tickets. Local author Alice Cressetto will discuss the tradition of the cookie table during a special program at Ford Nature Center. Visit millcreekmetroparks.org for reservations or call 330-740-7107 extension 129. Admission is $5. 60s pop group Jay and the Americans play the Robbins Theater on Sunday, February 15th. Doors open at 4 and the concert begins at 5 p.m. Visit robbinstheater.com for ticket information. Learn how Black Americans navigated pre-civil rights Jim Crow America during A History of the Green Book in the Mahoning Valley. Librarian and historian Sean Posey will lead the 6 p.m. program on Tuesday, February 17th at Austintown Library. Tired of snow? Dreaming of summer? Get expert advice for starting your garden plants from seed during a February 18th program at Main Library. The session will be led by volunteer master gardeners. Call 330-744-8636 or visit libraryvisit.org for information. Learn the story behind Bruce Springsteen's Youngstown and the song's connection to Mill Creek Park during a February 28th program at Ford Nature Center. Admission is $5 and the program starts at 10 a.m. Visit millcreekmetroparks.org for more information.
All right. Hopefully you found something you might want to attend.
It doesn't matter if it's cold outside, guys.
Oh,
There's
no,
still
no.
lots going on.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of getting used to it. Is anyone getting used to it?
No.
I mean, not when it's negative, whatever, but when it's 10, you're like, oh, okay.
It's really hot in the kitchen. That's where I spend a lot of my time.
So you don't mind going out?
It's very cold when I'm cold a lot.
He brought more food. Nate brought more food.
You already had the salmon, and you snuck a bite, and he didn't even tell me. We were talking about the beautiful plates and everything. Thank you, Steelite.
All right, so
stuff,
she's talking about that. Go on.
All right.
Beautiful Atlantic salmon, sustainably raised, Norwegian,
Norwegian.
Nice crispy skin on there.
Uh-huh.
It's like a fish cracker. We remove all the scales meticulously. So dig in. A lot of people will move that to the side of the plate, and I encourage them.
This is rude.
Yes, no,
this is the rudest I could possibly be.
The fish skin, that's the best part. And then we have we're calling it a winter succotash underneath, just because there's beans in it.
Uh-huh.
But there's a lot of vegetables in there, leeks, mirepoix, some spinach, tomatoes. And then underneath this is called sous vide, which is an onion sauce.
Oh
just a simple French onion sauce.
Great. Who are you?
Get those fries. We got stuff to sop up when we're done, right?
Yeah. And then next to it, our new salad, we're calling that a winter pear salad.
I can't even listen to you. What are you trying?
Winter pear salad.
Winter pear, yeah.
I see the pomegranate.
So we got arugula, pomegranate, shaved Asian pears. We have caciocavallo, which is a type of provolone cheese in there. We kind of toss it in the bowl with olive oil, lemon juice, and black pepper honey that we make. It kind of forms a vinaigrette while we're tossing it. There's some sesame seeds in there too for crunch.
And then you brought out one of your raw pork chops.
Yeah.
It's a special.
So this is a new line of pork that our purveyor is able to get sourced from Spain. It's Iberico pork, and this pork chop is, we just had a Wagyu burger, and then now we're gonna have what they call the Wagyu of pork.
Really?
So this chop is delicious. We are lightly searing that, taking it to about medium, and we're finishing it over Japanese charcoal just to char up the fat and get like glisteniness, and serving that with some mashed potatoes and our Brussels sprouts. It's been a hit so far.
I can tell.
Yeah,
I can tell. Well, thank you for letting us come.
Yes,
absolutely.
Thank
you for coming.
Nate,
Oh my
thank
gosh.
you for being as brilliant as you are. This is
Yeah, the place looks great.
I've got a lot of good help.
The food tastes great. You got to try it out. If you haven't been to downtown Warren lately, come on out. Park along the side and come
Park on the street. Either there's parking all over the Franklin
really
parking
is.
deck. It's free in the evening. Lots of parking.
4 p.m. Tuesday. Make your reservation, right?
Up, yeah.
Right.
Lots to go to in downtown Warren, and gosh, Nate, I'm blown away. Like, your food is always amazing, but that is
thank you. And I will say, we do offer reservations on our website now. So that was so convenient to finally have that service going on. Yeah. And with Valentine's Day coming up, I jump in there because there's shows
on
at
the
the
weekend.
Robins on Valentine's Day.
It's the Michael Stanley tribute, I think.
I believe so. It's a big deal. And we like our 5 o'clock, 5:30, that's gone. So if you want to get in at 6 o'clock, you could still make it to the show.
Okay.
But
website is?
Fast. Website, westonmainwarren.com.
A-N-D, West and Main?
West and Main.
Okay.
Warren. Yep.
Gotcha.
No ampersand in that.
Okay.
Nate, blown away. Thanks you so
again.
much for having us.
Thank you. Thanks
Please
for coming.
come on out here and support your local restaurants, your local businesses. It's been a cold month, and they need you guys.
I sure do. And you're probably sick of sitting around the house anyway.
Speaking of cold,
Yes.
and not starting things up.
No fuel line freeze up or Ohio pays your toll. That's our retro show. Have a good Sunday, everybody.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you, everybody.
Are you one of a million drivers protected against fuel line freeze-up? Winter after terrible winter, almost a million Ohio drivers are protected. With this, Sohio's Ice Guard guarantee, no fuel line freeze-up or Sohio pays your tow. That's how a million drivers protect themselves, and a few still don't. Don't get caught off guard. Get Ice Guard in unleaded Citron in premium boron. If you depend on your car this winter, depend on Sohio right now.
WKBN, TV 27, Youngstown.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.